This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. We keeping a foot on the what? On the next. The bottom line is this. See, He Knows the Sport and a prediction king strikes again. And a prediction king strikes again. He Knows the Sport is telling you guys. Teofimo Lopez, i.e. the super duper hype job variation, because he is a super duper hype job. And He Knows the Sport is going to continue to say that he's a super duper hype job variation. Because when you have a fight that's controversial, doesn't fucking matter if at the end of the day, they gave you the victory title. If you don't run that shit back, you're not a true champion. Floyd Mayweather, the true champion that he was, when it was controversial, he ran that motherfucker back. Andre Ward against Sergey Kovalev, or it wasn't definitive, he ran that motherfucker back. Deontay Wilder, he did this with Bermani Severn. He did this with Luis Ortiz. If it wasn't definitive, we running that motherfucker back. This is what a true champion does. They run that motherfucker back. Deontay Wilder also did it with Tyson Fury. Run that fucking shit back until it's definitive. There's boxing fans that are torn. There's obviously boxing fans that felt that Teofimo Lopez won. If you felt the super duper hype job variation won, then it is what it is. There's boxing fans like myself that felt that Vasyl Lomachenko won. And if you felt that Vasyl Lomachenko won, it is what it is. But with that level of controversy and that level of distinction and that level of back and forth, and then you have Julie Letterman's scoring card of 119 or 109, that tells you everything that you need to know. The boxing three-pronged monster was enacted. It was activated. Economics, politics, and pugilism. So run that motherfucker back. If you are a true champions don't duck free smoke. You said that Vasiliy Lomachenko is a hype job. You said that you were going to expose Vasiliy Lomachenko, but yet you had a controversial win. So you didn't really expose him. And your schnauzer was getting touched the fuck up. I don't care what anybody tells me. Because in true alpha extraordinaire, governed by true alpha economics, I don't give a fuck. Let me say it again. I don't give a fuck. I know what my eyes told me. And my true boxing eyes told me that at the same time, you have to look at what Vasiliy Lomachenko was doing in the fucking fight. He was out angling and he was out feinting the super duper hype job variation. And if that is the case, even though Teofimo Lopez left as the lineal champion, not undisputed, because to be undisputed, you have to take Devin Haney's strap. Motherfuckers walking around here saying he's undisputed. That's not true. He's lineal. But if that's the case, fight fucking Vasiliy Lomachenko, basically make that shit definitive, and then clean the division out if you are a true champion, and fight Devin Haney after the fact. That's what a true champion does. He makes sure every one of his victories is definitive. He doesn't sit there and say, well, I'm not going to run that shit back because there was no rematch clause. That's a cop-out. And that's in of itself a duck. Let me say it again. It's a cop-out, and in of itself, it's a super-duper hype job variation duck. And once a duck, quack, quack, always a fucking duck. Quack, quack. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. I keeps the foot on the what? On the next. The way Teofimo Lopez is handling this situation after a controversial win, it tells you, and the Maya Angelou terminology applies here. When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. So once a super duper hype job, always a super duper hype job. This is He Knows the Sport. Check it out.